Hi guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm recreating this elegant little apartment or estate, whatever you want to call it, and I'm really excited about doing it. So currently on the screen you can see me. I always start the front. So when I build, I start the front to see if I like how it's going to end up looking. So I had trouble with this. I was like, is that a 2-block gap? Because if you could see from the picture in the top left corner, it's like almost a 2 gap. So then I give up on that for a little while and I go back to the door. So there's a little arch by the door, and I don't even know. I had trouble with that. So then I give up on the door and go back to the windows. So there's like planters outside of 4 of the windows besides the one above the door. I don't know what they were doing when they built the house, but that's how it is in the photo. I think it looks cute in the end. The thing I struggled with is if I made the building too tall, because I'm not really sure if the building looks too tall. So then I'm like, let me add the hedges and that, because you can only see the 2 windows from the photo. So it looks like not as tall as it is in Minecraft. So I'm like, okay, that looks good. Let me just continue doing the back so I can start on the roof. So the roof, oh my goodness. I don't even know if y'all want me to explain what happened with that. So I continue making the walls, and then I make the little, I don't know what you would call that, but they're like the little windows above. So then I'm like, oh, you can see a curve in the roof. So let me just make the whole roof curved. But if you can see, the top little windows, like the big area windows, they're curved too, so it goes straight up then curved. So then I'm like, that does not look good, so let me fix that. But it takes me a while to fix it, and then when I come out, I'm like, oh my goodness, what did I just do? This doesn't look good. I turn on, I make it brighter, and I'm like, that doesn't fix it. I might have just delete the whole thing. So now I delete it because I didn't think that looked like the photo. It just looked off because the Cocricot, the way the roof turns, is a little out, and I want it to be like a thin turn. So I continue to fix that. I'm just deleting all the roof, to be honest. That's what I'm doing. And I didn't want to move viciously so no one got nauseous or motion sick. So as you can see, I make the molding and see if I could fix it, which I could not save the roof of how it was in its current state. And then I'm like, I put one part out and it looks like the photo because the roof goes through the little gap between those 2 windows. So I have to fix that. So sorry if I keep saying so. This is my first voiceover besides like my streams, which I do live. So yeah, I'm a little rusty on that. So now I'm starting to make the roof, and I finished it. So it's just kind of a roof that goes up and then flattens at the top, which in the photo you can tell that it flattened. And then I looked to the side and realized there's another part of this building, and I couldn't figure out what. I was like, is that a part of it? But it's all covered in moss, and I've never used moss before, so it was a whole new experience for me. You'll see it in just a second after I finish doing the roof. I'm mind blown. Explosion noise. I was just gonna make the whole thing moss, but as you can see from the side, it's kind of fading off. So then the windows, oh my goodness, the windows. I had to change them later when I do the interior, but the windows, oh. If you could see, there's a circle window, which I was trying to build, but it's more small, so you can't really build it the way I want to. It just wouldn't work. So then I give up on the little side area and continue with the hedges. And when I tell you, I ended up struggling because I had to make the corners larger. Now I'm going back into the moss to make some shading differences. So I use a lighter leaf, then a lighter one, and then one that kind of branches off to the side. Then I stop on that and create the windows. And with me, I sometimes make too many windows that you don't need. I should have put a back door, but it's fine. I've learned my mistake. So now I was gonna make a tree, but I could not figure out how to make a tree in that little space. So I'm doing some landscaping work. I added a little fountain because I was like, oh, this would be so cute. I was gonna make it a garden, but there's already plants all around it that I didn't know how much garden I could add to it, if you know what I mean. But this is basically most of the exterior. Just adding more leaves, doing some more finishing touches, and we're on to the interior. So the interior took me like an hour and like 40 something minutes. I was in depth of how I want to decorate this. So if you can see this, the layout kind of changed at the end, just a tad bit. But my favorite thing is like sectioning off rooms and stuff in this. Oh, I make an attic, and that's something I barely use in some videos and all that. I make an attic. It's just amazing. I don't know. I love the attic, how it turned out. Sorry, I'm getting off topic of what's going on screen. So I finally use these ladders that I've seen a little bit, but I've never tried to use. Then I make the walls of the little attic. And I add like a little string light so it could be like you hang out by all the boxes and you just have a fun time. So you have the big rug that's in the attic. It's probably like someone who's lived there for only a little while, so they haven't really cluttered it up. So it's just a little space to hang out. Now, I went in first person mode just for this only time. I don't know how I could change, like, I move so much that it just would be too violent, I feel like. So I actually struggled getting out of first person mode. It was a little hard, but I wanted to get out so I can make the little loft. So here's the loft area. Oh, comment down below if you want me to do more first person builds like that, like where you can't see my hotbar or anything. It's just like you're looking at what I'm seeing. So now I'm adding like some paintings, and I think I went with a small little square painting. Oh yeah, I was lagging at this point. My shaders got bad for no reason. Like I was using them the whole build and then they just started getting laggy. Out of nowhere. I can't tell you why they got laggy, but they started to. So I made the little loft with like this white cute little bed. And I decided to put bookshelves all around because I thought, oh, a wall full of books. That's cute. Don't mind the little painting up by the little stairs. I tried to fix that. And as you can see, I'm adding doors to rooms that aren't there. So they can be like little tiny closets and like, oh, there's a room there. Don't worry. So now I'm making a bathroom that leads to a room. It's like a well, not really Jack and Jill because two rooms aren't really connected to it. Then I make the bedroom, and I was like, I need to figure out a way that I could do this without, you know, messing the whole build up. By not messing up the whole build, I mean like without getting rid of the charm of having like a room that's really cramped. I didn't realize how small this room was until right now. It was like small, but I was like, oh, it's cute. There's a little bathroom. They don't need that much space. Sorry if I clip through blocks a lot. This is a really cramped kind of house we're working with. Well, it's not really cramped. I just made the block spaces smaller so I could cram so much decorations into it. So, sorry if I keep saying so or now, and yeah. I'm trying to get better at doing voiceovers, so please, sorry. So now I'm making like this green room, and I didn't like how the green looked against, you know, the bluish gray, because this is a gray house, but it kind of looks blue. I don't know why. So I went with the light gray bed from the Cocricot mod, which actually kind of looked really well, like looked really good against the bluish gray with the green and the yellow. And that was this room. I don't know why I made these rooms really cramped, but I feel like that adds a little bit of charm to it. So it's not like an apartment, because only one family technically would live here, because I didn't make them like apartment rooms. I just kind of made it like a big estate. That's why I think I'm going to call this an elegant estate. Also, if you have names for the, like, not challenge, the series, because I want to make more houses that are based off of real life houses. I don't know what to call it yet. I have a name idea, but I feel like it sounds like this other person's name for a series like this. Ooh, my favorite, the kitchen. So that was originally going to be the living room, and then I changed my mind midway through, and I was like, this would be a perfect spot for a kitchen. So I struggled with the counters. Like, I feel like the chest, like the drawers was bothering me, so I was like, let me try to do this one from Mr. Crayfish's furniture mod. If you want all the mods that I use, comment down below so I can, you know, give you the whole list, because I have a lot of mods in game, but I only use kind of Cocricot and Mr. Crayfish. Ooh, I made the cabinets. So the cabinets don't do a turn, so I had to get creative with how I wanted to have like cabinets by the refrigerator. Oh, and then I make a fake not cabinet. I don't know why I can't think of what it's called, but where you put all your food and stuff. Pantry. There we go. So I make a cute little pantry that's non-existent, and I have little shelves to make it like more storage opportunities. And I decorated this so much. I am in love with how it looks. Maybe a little too much in love. So here is where the living room is going to be. This was originally going to be 2 rooms, and then I just was like, we already have so many rooms upstairs, we don't need any more downstairs. So I just fixed the whole thing. The whole shebang, thing, shebang. Anyway, I wanted to go with the darker theme since the whole house is light. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the light theme. I just wanted to try something different, like a dark blue couch, like a little hangout area. So then I closed the wall so I could add some pictures, since most of the walls are basically paintings. And I ended up like struggling with this. I was going to put a clock, but then I was like, the clock's too low, so let me just find a big photo to use. And I didn't even go with the photos that you see me doing. I ended up searching photos in the Cocricot mod and saw this big lake photo, which I should be placing in here shortly. After I throw a painting, of course. Oh, I didn't put the big photo until I did some, yes, okay, there it is, the big photo. And I wanted to add a tiny little photo on the side, but they didn't have the same frame, so I couldn't go with that. But I added like this little tiny photos. I just think that's so cute. Like, someone's like, oh, let me tape some photos here too. And I added jars to the kitchen. I think I added a mug. I don't know why the camera's not moving. It should be soon. Oh yes, there I am adding it, which I didn't like it in the little corner that you see me placing it, because it was just too much. Too much. Now we're gonna do the final room, the bathroom. I wanted to make this bathroom just a tad different, so I was just making all white floors, and I added a little indent to the wall so it could be like a built-in like counters in the bathroom. And I went with another dark theme because, you know, I do too much light themes. And as you see, I was struggling with the mirror. It made a weird glitch in my game. I don't know what that's all about. It just caused me to glitch out. So I'm finishing up with the bathroom, and I'm super duper glad that y'all came. to watch this video. I hope you enjoy the last bit of the bathroom. Love y'all. Have a great day. Bye.